In the Mormon tradition, basically what happened was there was a lot of persecution to the Latter-day Saints, and actually in Missouri there was an extermination order that they could openly, kill any Mormon that they saw. So the church left and went westward, and of course the ones who were better off were able to take a wagon and go. A lot of families could only afford the hand carts. It's just a two-wheel cart, and then basically what they would do is they put their possessions in there and they traveled westward to get away from the persecution that was going on, and to go out there and find their, where they could basically practice their religion without the persecution. Yeah, we got them up by 6 o'clock, and they started to get ready for their breakfast and everything. And they had oatmeal and apples.
Well, hungrier than expected. Towards the end we slowed down, but we were able to get here. Very tiring. You definitely enjoy a bed when you don't have one.
Well, you look a little tired this morning.
I am still a little tired. The sleep wasn't the best, but it's enough to get me through.
How do you rate it on a 1 to 10 basis?
8 or 9.
Well, wait a minute. You didn't have a bed to sleep in. It's been kind of hot and sticky. You got a lot of physical labor. What makes it a 9 or a 10?
You don't go on these things because they're enjoyable. You go on these things because for the experience. It helps you grow, and I'm definitely growing.
How do you know you're growing? What can you tell?
I have to say I grow the most when I feel like I'm physically suffering. I definitely feel like I'm physically suffering lately with, not a lot of sleep, no mattress, no showers, and just some room temperature water to drink.
Okay, well now isn't this easier for a guy than a girl, because it is physical and guys are a little bit stronger than girls usually?
Yeah, it may be easier for the guys a little bit, but without the girls, the guys would probably never get through this by themselves.
Why? Why do you say that?
It's like running long times. You need to be smart and pace yourself. If the guys just did it all by themselves and just let the girls walk, the guys would have never been able to get it here by themselves. The wagons are just too heavy. And
on the first day, it was pretty tough. I have a little bit of asthma, so I almost wanted to cry. I have a big bruise from the poles that we had to push on. We almost trekked like 12 miles from about 10:30 till like 9 o'clock at night. It was really tough, and we ate around 12, and we didn't get to eat until 9 o'clock at night. I was starving, and it was...
Okay, that sounds good. Come on, Emily.
It kind of strengthens your testimony, and it all depends on who you are and how far you can push yourself, and this really strengthens who you are and how you will do in your life, and it represents how much you can do, and it was just the best experience. I wanted to come in the first place, and sometimes I regret it during the trail, but I pushed through it, and I'm glad that I came.
How do you know that you're stronger, that you're...
Because I had no idea that I could do this. My brother said that it was going to be an easier year this year, and it turns out that it was a tougher year. And it was practically all uphill. And the boys are up on the poles and they're pulling the wagon, and the girls are all pushing, and the girls are like all down on their backs pushing the wagons up the hill. And like, we all cried probably one point or another, but as a person, it like helps you to realize that through life you're gonna have to struggle through it, but it'll end up great.
There was a short women's pool. It was kind of cool because we got to meet up with the guys and they were all eager to help us, but they weren't allowed to.
Yeah, usually I'm just on the computer all day.
Really?
Yeah, so it's
So-
nice to get out.
Our 11 children pulled the cart.
11
Our
children.
assigned
bless
11. They're not really our 11. Yeah, so
We
they
really only have 7.
they did all the pushing. All the kids pushed the hand carts, and we just
Overseas.
Super-
cheer
Supervise.
them on, oversee. Yeah.
Except for we do a women's pool where up a really big hill, only the women are allowed to do it. To reenact the fact that a lot of times during history the men were gone, either fighting in the war or off serving missions, and so we were on our own. So we
How'd that go? Did you get it up the hill?
We did. It was hard. I was tired. But we did it.
And what'd you guys have for dinner last night?
Chicken noodle soup. Yep, chicken noodle
In a
soup.
Dutch oven. It was pretty good.
And why'd you guys decide to do it? This is your first time, right?
This
Yeah.
is our first time. Our oldest daughter did this 4 years ago and loved it. And now we have our oldest daughter, who's 18, our 16-year-old son, and our 14-year-old daughter, and our 16-year-old nephew are all here. So we kind of felt like
It's a
we
good
should
year to
probably
come.
be here too.
All right, you guys lead off. Set up right there. Oh, or he can just come up.